Hello, I'm gonna start the Premier Draft Guilds of Ravnica, so it will be the 5th I will play. So I'm not satisfied with my results so far. I had 2 good drafts, but one mediocre and one pretty bad. The first one was pretty bad when I went 1-3 with a mid-range Boros. Quite expensive for Boros decks. Then I went 5-3 with Celestia. You can watch this draft on my channel. And then 3-3 again with Celestia. And then 6-3 with Celestia splashing statue. Status, I don't remember the order exactly. So this was my best draft so far, and it was the last I played, so maybe the progress is here. Now I get a very nice rare card, the first pick. So this was mono red staple in previous standard. Still sees some play in historic, and should be very powerful in limited as well. So you need to be maybe more red than the other color, but it should be very good in any deck with red. So now I have an interesting choice. If I want to play this Runaway Steamkin, I can combine red with white or blue for Boros or Izzet. So I have a very good Izzet common and a very good red common. Just good in both guilds. So I think this will keep me more open. But the Watcher is really tempting as well. I think I will stay with the direct current. Boros Guildgate would be nice. This isn't great because the first mode is weak, and House Guildmage is nice, but doesn't fit my first pick that well. It still is a multicolor card. That's not that better than direct current, if at all. Okay, so here I have 2 Izzet cards that are the best. They are multicolor, but I'm in red so far, so it's like taking almost like taking a blue card, and I think Guildmage is more important. Goblin Electromancer is pretty important for Izzet decks, but it's a common. I will get another shot perhaps at him, and Guildmage, maybe this may be my only shot at taking this card, so I will happily take it. Izzet isn't that great overall. I try to avoid this guild, but I have a really good start, and Guildmage makes a difference. So from time to time I think you can assemble a powerful Izzet deck, and League Guildmage Runaway Steamkin might be cards that will make this difference. Here I think Righteous Blow isn't bad, but not enough to pull me into white. This Baneful Stroke isn't that bad. Burglar Rat is nice, but I'm pretty far from black. Guildgate would be quite cool. This is mediocre, I think, but I like Muse Drake I will maybe try to find a place in Izzet this way. So this can be quite nice. So I got some not very exciting but decent commons. These three. This is a little worse in my opinion, but maybe this day of full stroke is always worse. Shockland isn't a bad choice, I think, here, because I could enable splashing black and move towards Grixis, but especially that commons are not that exciting, or I could just pick Guildgate. Maybe I will pick this Water Grave, because I won't miss the other cards that much. This, on the other hand, if I am assembling Izzet, this is very nice. So it's a decent defender against some more aggressive decks like Boros, Celestia to some degree, although Celestia has many 4-power creatures. But this is a win condition for Izzet, or at least one of the win conditions. Dealing damage to an opponent for casting spells, that's what Izzet should do. And these two cards could be nice picks as well, but they're clearly worse than this one. And here I think I will take Unexplained Disappearance. This is a tell that Boros might be open, but in my previous packs I haven't seen it this way. So I have some cards that could make into Boros. These two red cards, but I think I will stay with my previous picks. This may just be an anomaly. Okay, more good Boros cards. Maybe it is open after all, but I will be safer taking Command the Storm. It can make it into Boros as well, but this is a better Izzet card than Banneret. So here we have another set of Boros cards, but they're not that powerful in my opinion, so they're not telling much. This isn't bad for ninth pick. I will take again this and this are the best suits for Izzet, and I will stay there. I don't like this split card that much because the first half is really underwhelming. It's not totally unplayable, but you really depend on Invent here, and Invent is maybe powerful enough, but quite expensive, and Izzet already has problems surviving until the late game. Okay, what do I do here? I think I'll take this Pack Beast. I won't play anything here, but if I move to Boros, I think I prefer this Pack Beast. So I got one shot at trying to get into Boros with this True Fire Captain or something. This Mentor 4/3 creature for WWRR. So I didn't decide on this, and now I think the offer is gone. Okay, so this looks interesting. Erratic Cyclops might be quite good in Izzet decks, but actually I prefer with Dragonauts because this Cyclops might be underwhelming as well. It's a little too expensive for a defender, even though 8 toughness is great. And I would prefer 6 toughness, but for 3 mana. And this plus X plus 0, of course if I cast Invent, this can be huge. But mostly I think I will have 2 mana spells and 3 mana spells, and this doesn't attack that well. And then, especially against green decks. Okay, and I'm getting this great Izzet uncommons, and even a good common here. So this is tough. I don't know actually which I prefer. Maybe I don't know. I could take a field and count on me being the only one in Izzet, and that this will come back. But actually I don't think Boros decks wants electrostatic field as well, so if I'm the only one in Izzet, this also should come back to me. So maybe I think we Dragonauts are overall better, so I will take them. And if this doesn't come back, I hope this should, or at least Guildgate or this Dimir Informant. So this might be the card I will splash with my Water Grave. That seems nice. Dimir Informant should be good. And this Baleful Stroke isn't bad. This is bad in Izzet, and I think even in Boros it's pretty underwhelming, but I think I will go with this, because Discovery is a good enough spell that I could cast for only blue mana, and if I get my Water Grave and maybe some other black mana source, I can also have the option to cast Dispersal, so it looks really nice then. No radical idea, I think is it is good to have at least one copy, or maybe I want a second copy of Command the Storm. It's pretty expensive, so I don't want to pack too many copies of this card, and maybe I will get another shot at some removal. I think Sure Strike is the least appealing out of these 3 spells, and I could also consider Dimir Guildgate to support black splashers even better, and maybe take some other powerful card. And this is one thing I really don't understand. How are people passing this? How can I pick it at 5th pick? This is a great card, and I think people suppose that they should be some 5-color deck or something for this, and it's just so far from the truth. It's a great card even if you're 2 colors deck. It's a 2 mana 2/2, which is still a good tempo play. You fill out your curves a lot with creatures like this. 2 mana 2/2 with some minor upsides, but this has actually a great upside of being able to shoot down something by removing counters. So this is just a premium 2-drop in your 2-color deck, and you pick one card like Water Grave or something and can make it 3/3 from time to time. It's just brutal then. So this is great card unless you're playing a monocolor deck, and I really don't understand the people passing them so I can get it at 5th pick, but that's just my gain. Okay, so do I want the second radical idea, or maybe I prefer to pick Dimir Guildgate now? I think I prefer a radical idea. Maybe I will pick this second electrostatic field, and this Izzet will actually be powerful enough. So here I have two cards I like. This I'm not sure. It won't be good in this deck, so that is its problem, that it doesn't have high power creatures. So I think I will take Muse Treasure. So I got 2 Muse Drakes. Maybe now it's time for another second turn creatures. I don't have a lot of them, and this is one of the better commons I could get. So yeah, electrostatic field didn't come back. That's a shame, but still I got my Fist on Fist Cyclops. That's also nice. And I got this Command the Storm anyway, so that's good too. And this is another 2-drop that's playable enough, and I don't want to do third Maximize Altitude. I think I want to play 2 of them, maybe not even one of them. So here we have some bad cards not in my colors, and this isn't bad, but it's not in my colors. So I could cast this for RR, and I could consider splashing white, but I don't think my Izzet deck needs this second option. But I think I prefer then this isn't a bad removal for RR, but the cost is a problem then if you're not Boros. But this is actually more appealing, and Capture Sphere is appealing as well, but I think I will stay with a big flyer, have some more finishers. Oh, Crocklin Drake, that's nice. So this Izzet is really coming together now. Maybe I will miss Capture Sphere because I'm getting a cheaper flyer that's able to finish the game, and I don't think I will cut this City Watch Sphinx, but that may happen. And I wouldn't cut Capture Sphere. So I don't think I want the third Command the Storm and the second Mesmerist. I'll go with this gate here, and maybe I will get another good black card. I suppose that's a good idea. So Artful Takedown is quite nice. This is problematic. I won't be packing that sure strikes and cards like this into Izzet deck, and this is too often just a 2-mana, fancy 2-mana 2/2. So I could. So this water is really nice as well. This is less splashable. It's a powerful card, but less splashable than Artful Takedown, I think. And I think I'll go with direct current here, and maybe not pass Capture Sphere this time, especially since nothing is exciting for me here. So Water in the Mist was a good card, but I have 1 mana more expensive, but still some finishing flyer here and Grappling Drake. So I'm set on such cards, and I could use another removal. So that was the idea behind the previous pick before this Capture Sphere. Now Capture Sphere helps me somewhat in the regard of removal, but I still don't regret taking the second direct current. And here I don't think I will go out of my way splashing white now, but perhaps I will give myself one chance at this. And here I could take another Piston Fist Cyclops to get a better shot at surviving against Boros and some other aggressive decks, and this is more expensive, but maybe my other cards will help me surviving, and this kills a lot of Boros creatures. In some Celestia's deck, I think some Celestia creatures as well, so I actually prefer this weld that is a finisher and still helps me survive by killing a lot of potential attackers. So now I get my Cyclops anyway, so that's pretty nice. And here I will maybe put this locket. I could take this as well, I think, but it's not that much better than my other 2-drops, and I'm set with 2-drops, and maybe I will play this giant, so I want to give myself a chance with this and Fire Urchin. Maybe a nice blocker, cheap blocker that can increase its power from time to time and attack. That's not bad as well. So I think I'm set with 4 drops. Maybe I will cut this Mesmerist as well, but I really don't want to play Wishcoin crap. I know that some decks play it as a one-off, but I don't look to do it. I'll probably cut it anyway, but at least some Izzet decks like this card, so I'll have the option when cutting. Okay, thanks for watching, that was quite interesting, and I will build my deck in the next video, so be sure to like this one, subscribe to my channel, and check out the playlist in the description where I gathered all the videos from this event. See you.